Hello everybody and welcome to part 21 of my Islandception series. We're going to do another quick changing of gears slightly, and it has to do with the Galeas limitation for having to stay in shallow waters. I'll just briefly explain. If we had captured a Galeas in Byblos, we wouldn't have been able to get it out safely. Here's a zone of control on the city tile, here's a zone of control on the city tile. Best we could hope for is it gets shot at and survives and then comes over. We would get zone of control by Bucharest as we tried to come over here to be able to upgrade it in Halicarnassus waters. That doesn't mean so much down here. Like if we do capture one of these at Bucharest and it survives, we can bring it over here, that sort of thing. But it is pretty significant for our scrap navy. We can still come up and check out Monaco. Because Monaco does have the capability of reaching us, and it also means if we do manage to capture something up here, we can drag it back. However, our privateer is not going to make it over here in time for that, at which point our scrap navy can start heading south. We can see if Cahokia has put out any boats and actually start heading towards Vilnius into Jerusalem. And then later we can go have a scrap navy come up here and fish for boats, because then we'd have to drag them through the shallow water here and bring them to Pharsalos. We're a long ways away from getting to the conquering of Pharsalos. So in keeping that in mind, I think what we can do is safely bring him out without having to fully heal him up, just to get him over there in time so we have a better idea of where he's at. And since we got a couple melee boats here and are about to embark a worker, let's just have this ship of the line nearby to keep tabs on that, help out if need be. Okay, another grease boat shows its face, so that is something we should tend to. Tlacopan grows, don't care. York has grown, that I care about. Let's see here, we can finally start populating those horses, and I see she wants whales, so let's definitely take care of that. We have too many whales, more whales than we have alive, non-warring people that we can trade them with, so we'll just take whatever we can get. It's really nice that when the AI hates you, they're still willing to trade with you, just not in as favorable of rates, because could you imagine if they just totally shut down? Their economy would be totally starved. Alright, so seaport's done here. Let's look at the World's Fair, 27%. We've only contributed 43, but now we have a second. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Bucharest, okay. I shouldn't have jumped the gun. I saw green, but we're nowhere near Bucharest, so it was wrong to assume that that's what was going on. Very nice. Okay. So we'll have this guy head down here. We'll get eyes on Kiev. Make sure that's not something that's going to be a problem. Congolese, they're neutral to us. Alright. Okay, so this guy only has a range of 2, right? I believe he's the only one in this fleet that does. If we come here, maybe we can one-shot the trireme. Let's bring the Admiral into range. Oh, look, that's the extent of his motion to increase the chances there. Nice, it works. Alright, so 6 boats. We could take 2 shots into that. We don't want to capture it here because he's got a backup Galeas, Bombard, Trebuchet. We don't want anything. And plus, I didn't even think we parked that too. So we have to annihilate this boat. So we'll bring our furthest one in. Something like that. Oh, good. Lots of target practice. Good deal. Okay, so he's technically the next furthest. There we go, we finished that off. Alright, so he's technically the next furthest. Let's hit that trireme. He's the next furthest. Hit that trireme. And now we have eyes throughout here. I was looking off camera, and Halicarnassus is actually going to be slightly challenging, because with a hill here and hill here, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 5 tiles we can hit that from. And one of them is going to be occupied for a couple turns, because if we move our privateer up, he's either going to kill that boat next turn and occupy that tile, or will succeed. Like, I want to come around and try capturing here so that he's here if we do capture, he'll be back here out of the way of the shooters, but this tile will be occupied by a captured Galeas. So I think the thing to do this turn is, since these guys both have range, let's just put shots into the city tile. We'll be within range, so he'll shoot, and then that means he'll be sitting still, and we'll figure the rest out at that time. Make that work for us. Okay, this guy has promotions, 2 promotions, so he's not going to get anything off. Well, I think it's 2 promotions plus 50%, which we're past that threshold. So he cannot get any experience off of barbarians, but we do want to bring him over towards Monaco. Oh, look at that. That is nice free gift. And he only had 1 movement point. This was like fate. So we still want to bring the the scrap navy that we have up this way to peek in on Monaco. See what needs done there. Okay. You know, I was actually hoping we would find something like this. If you guys remember earlier, there was a whole cavalcade of triremes here. And I don't know why they're sitting here, but I'm going to be able to pick at them, no problem. We could one-shot them if they were full health, and they're not. And we remain in deep water, so we are perfectly safe. He's heading up towards Monaco. And that doesn't have any promotions, and that doesn't have any promotions. So these two might maybe stay in the area and deal with the... we do have a scout coming up here, so maybe we can get him over here to capture that camp. That would be something worthwhile for the scout to do. We'll continue developing our tiles there. Repair that. He's been all repair thus far. We do have boats nearby, so it should be safe to jump in the water. He's heading southeast. He'll be our worker over in Grecian lands. This is going to come and do up the horses. So yeah, that was a productive turn. I do see a worker, but that's not one of our cities, or non-puppeted cities, so we're not going to bother with that. Okay, Halicarnassus does not heal up fully. That's really good. That's the difference we're trying to make over there. That's so effective. Alright, chemistry is finished, so that means this guy can upgrade to that. And yeah, go ahead and continue on. Let's take a look at this. That matters. We'll just grow the city as much as we can. It's an observatory city. So, and it was late to getting the observatory. All the more reason to get that population as high as our happiness can withstand. And we don't even know what that is, but we do know we are in a state of catch-up. All 4 of these cities can build zoos. He can still build a circus. I think we did put the circus. No, we got 2 circuses and zoos. So yeah, we're going to be fine for the near future anyways. Okay, so marble. There we go. Most of the Greek cities we capture we're just going to burn down anyway, so we don't have to worry too much about them impacting our happiness long term. Okay, military science next, so we have a chance at Brandenburg, and I just noticed Ragusa is ripe for tribute. So Greece, culture we can't win, Taj Mahal we won't build, and that means ask for tribute. Yay. And that actually puts us over the 1,000 gold threshold this turn. So let us... Well, let's see how the war over here goes. This guy's got 2 range. Well, no, because even if we capture, we're not going to have the city, and we'll make money enough to upgrade. Okay, that was my main concern. Let's just go ahead and gift Yerevan. There we go. It's right. We need the culture. It's right in the middle of our homelands, so to speak, our naval homelands, and we do have an internal trade route running past it. And China's, you know, getting antsy. Okay, that's interesting. The missionary just hanging out. Profit. Okay, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So the ironclad can actually hit the city tile next turn. That's something to keep in mind. as far as delegating units, we'll have the damaged one. I think we can one-shot a trebuchet. There we go. Admiral still here. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles we could hit this from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boats. So 1 hits this, 4 hits the city, and that means 1 can back out to hit, you know, something like maybe the Bucharest city tile. I just wanted to figure that out because if we're going to do that, let's do it now while the Admiral's over here. There, like that. And now this one that's damaged can back up 2 hexes. We'll move him over here because we want to capture from the outside here. So we'll back him up 2 tiles like that. He's got the range promotion. He's still in the influence of the Great Admiral. And there we go. Nice capture. All right. Okay, so everybody else moves in. And hopefully the bombard's not enough to kill that. There we go, and hopefully after a second volley next turn the Ironclad can swoop in. It's already looking good. I don't know about the fate of this Gallius, but very nice. Okay, Admiral's sitting tight. Yeah, okay. So if we're coming up here, let's get some visibility in this bay. We know there's a group of Grecian boats up yonder. There's a camp there too, and some boats here. So we do have a lot of work that we could do over here. Geneva, we're at war with them, and unfortunately we can't bring in a second shot, but we do have the Ironclad nearby, but probably doesn't have enough mobility to get over there. If I want to put a shot in on that caravel, I gotta get into shallow waters, which opens us up to attack from these guys, which would actually be a good thing because if they attack us, they're just going to die. So let us weaken this as much as we can. The Admiral's not going to be able to make a difference as far as that. So actually, let's move in as far as, let's do it here. That way we have a very good zone of control here. Helps protect the Admiral. There we go. Okay, and then he'll come in. I want to get eyes on Monaco first, but we can actually, on the way back down, you know, play hacky sack with all these guys, which means the scout doesn't have to get up there right away. He's got a couple of turns or something. So let's head up on the hill, get some visibility. If we went here, the best we could hope for is like up in here. So we could just embark and land here, hopefully. That seems fine. We'll bring eyes up here. Okay, we don't want to get too close just in case there is something. We have the superior strength, but if we can stop him from getting damaged unnecessarily, all the better. Okay, so he's heading down here. Is there anything else? No, so let's see here. This gets us out of bombard range. And then he can come here, start heading west. Alright, so it's time for this guy to retreat. We'll just stick around one more turn, keep this protected. Okay, that caravel was nice. Do we get to keep it? We do. Very nice. It's nice that we got to see that right away. No cliffhangers. Okay, we got a couple people getting upset that we friended Yerevan. I don't know what the Aztecs' problem is, but okay, so we do know, right, the Ironclad can reach. I don't think it'll show us though because we have somebody in the occupying tile, no. But I did count it out. It's exactly 14, which is what he has along shallow waters. So what this means is, let's just address this real quick. World's Fair update. New research ring. Okay. So we'll do that. Get started on that. Okay. This is where the action is. So the privateer has nothing to do this turn. We'll just get him out of here. Yeah, because we don't want to capture that Bucharest. Well, should we try? There's nothing else here that could shoot it. So we already know a city bombard alone. This city didn't, anyways. This is a little stronger, but we already have eyes on what that will do. What is this movement as ours? So 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, upgrade, and 7. Perfect. So maybe we should try to capture that. The only reason not to is that if the privateer kills this, it's going to take some damage, and then it will actually be the one that gets bombarded. So the privateer will be kind of beat up. But this boat's already beat up. We're going to be raising this. So I think where it's already, and this is very beat up too, we're not going to have the time to heal up here. So I think we're probably going to have to gather up our units and use the Great Admiral to heal everybody. So I'm willing to take this chance. Anyways, if at the very least, let's get him out of there, because I wanted to be able to back this guy up. That means we can back this guy up, which means all 4 of these shots go in while still under the influence of the Great Admiral. And with the ironclad capturing... What? How did he miss? He's a strength of 60. That thing had no health left. I mean, not literally no health, or else this would have captured. But yeah, that's not an outcome I was expecting. I was expecting him to like vacate that tile, so then this guy moves in, takes that. Next turn, this guy moves in, takes that while this is raising. Okay, well, that was unexpected. But we definitely don't need the Great Admiral here anymore, which was kind of the point. So let's start backing him out. But we want to do it in a way that his influence can be felt here. This guy only has a range of 2, so he's pretty useless. And he's also severely damaged, so let's just keep him safe. Privateer. And we don't capture that either. So, yeah, this is a bad news turn, but that's okay. We at least got this, and we'll rectify it next turn. The biggest disappointment is that now the ironclad's going to get bombarded. It's going to take damage as it captures again. The ironclad's going to be pretty well damaged. But like I said, we already have 1, 2, 3 units almost completely dead. This one will be almost completely dead. So we will definitely be expending this Great Admiral for that purpose. Meanwhile, these guys should be able to move ahead. He's damaged, so he wants to be a part of the healing up party. This guy can go all the way to here before he has to take a shot. Oh, there's a privateer nearby. Alright, so what I want to do is move him down here. No, okay. What I was thinking is if we make it to where the privateer comes up here and we go to capture, everybody's going to be severely damaged right here. This is where we drop the Great Admiral, but it's going to take this guy time to upgrade and get over there, so we can't be that ready to drop the Admiral. Man, that's so unfortunate. But what that does mean is I don't want to come all the way around here, because if the privateer is coming out, we want him coming out here. But where can we go that he won't be able to see us? I mean, technically he won't be able to see us there. This guy's only got 1 more movement point. So let's see. We might want to make room for this guy. So let's move 1 more and actually hit that. And then have him come over here, hit that. And now if the privateer comes out, we should have some sort of arrangement where we're able to deal with that. We'll just get that guy protected. Wait. Okay. So that was a strange turn, but never. Actually, you know what? The Hermitage is done in 1 turn, so maybe it's even better that we didn't capture it this turn. I don't know. Alright, we'll just park him in there for this turn. That's Congolese. That's neutral. Okay. Playing leapfrog here. Cool. He won't actually get in the way when he comes here. Nice. That's working out. Okay, so it's not all bad news. Alright, 3 ship of the lines in the area. Okay, and there's a privateer up here, so we got to keep that in mind. Here's our first target, no doubt. He's only got a range of 2, so coming here is fine. He's under the influence of the Great Admiral, which isn't important. Let's see here. Coming up through here. Let's see. Hitting that Grecian boat is pretty good. Yeah, because this is the guy that already has promotions, so he needs to be hitting non-barbarians to actually get XP. I could have this guy start heading this way, but until we have a second one to back him up, that wouldn't make much sense. So let us come down here and hit that. And then you come up here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Can we actually land there? We can. Good deal. Okay. We'll arrange all of that. That seems to be working out fine, just fine. Let's see here. Alright. Put our eyes back in the bay and take a peek at what happens next. Okay, Ironclad does get shot, but not too big of a deal. And he actually put a crossbow into the city tile, so now it becomes a little bit more lucrative. And you know what? I totally forgot about the later era boats being able to pillage tiles. So we should be able to pillage here. Very nice. Oh, and then look at that. We're actually opened up to supply. That seems really good. Okay, so this is not going to be as bad as we thought. But we're not going to take supply on our archer boats, because if we get this third promotion, then the next promotion we will have access to logistics, is what I'm led to believe. Normally you take logistics first, because the ability to shoot more often means you gather XP more often, but since we have a navy specifically for the purpose of influencing the land, range is available much earlier, whereas on land shooting units they're available at the same time. So here we will take bombardment 3, and that will be the case, but on this guy we will actually take supply, because that's going to be very valuable to him. Same thing here, we'll take bombardment 3. So I don't actually think we need to put any shots into this city. This is just a done deal. The problem is I don't know what kind of land units he's got around here. We can't see very far. The city's on a hill, so I'm assuming when the Ironclad's here we'll have some pretty stellar visibility. Because if he's going to send land units here, we want to shoot down whatever we can, but there's hills, hills, hills. I mean, I don't know how realistic that is. So let us go ahead and take one shot, just to make it no holds barred, absolutely cannot fail. I didn't finish all this stuff. Let's see, I'm in a specialist slot. Horses, iron, open borders. Okay, fine. We'll deal with all that. Hermitage is finished, which means the capital can now contribute to the World's Fair. And we'll get back to that. I'm more interested in this bay. So yeah, we put the one shot in. Let's capture this city. Raise the city. Okay, and there we go. Frigate in Delhi. That's good to see. We'll definitely want a shot at capturing that. And we can see pretty far, so we will actually have a good idea as to what to expect. This guy comes in, upgrades. So now he'll be able next turn to move out, and we can have him and the Ironclad. So we'll have an Admiral healing party out here next turn. Let's just see how far can the Ironclad move. Okay, so right here is the extent of his movement. Let me just... Alright, so just one side of the last of the food tiles. His movement is one more. So yeah, the party's going to happen right around the vertex here of these food tiles. Okay. So really the question is, basically, let me move him down one and try shooting. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to get an idea of, like, say, where... we have like a little triangle here. So if we move away in such a way that we could come back and shoot if need be, that seems good enough. So let's just do that. With these boats, this one's already fired. He'll sit in there. So 2 of these boats should try not to move as far as they can. This guy is the far one. He can move all the way to here and hit the privateer without being shot back. That seems pretty good. So let's do that. Which means these guys will want firing on the Bucharest city tile just so they're not moving too far away. So something like that. And that. Well, I suppose they could have come and done the Byblos city tile, but we're going to have a party over here anyways, so might as well secure that. This guy's only got a range of 2. So if we bring him over here, we can hit that. This guy's going to pillage. Now, if this is land we were going to take, then I wouldn't want to do that because I don't want to have to send a workboat over, but this seems better. And he now has that, so when we have downtime, he can heal up naturally. But let's get him over here. Back here. There we go. He's kind of protected. These guys are going to sit tight just to kind of carve out our land and protect this boat. And then the Admiral will actually come over here, because this is where we're going to be getting hit. This is fine. Okay. Worker, slowly but surely. Okay, we finally get to put this guy back to rest. He gives us lots of visibility over there. Anyways, you know what? That's actually something we're missing out in Beijing. Visibility is good enough. City tiles. Right, so now scrap Navy. We got some decisions to make here. I think there was another Grecian boat. So he would probably be down here. Is he running away? Have about, what, four movement points? Somewhere in here. So he might be like right here, right here. I wonder if we can test that. Where's our nearest worker? We'll actually give the command so that this doesn't interrupt him. Alright, so we don't actually know. Did he just die? Did he run into something? I don't know. But it means we can largely ignore him. So these guys, can they come up and... Alright. So if there is... Well, no, because it wouldn't take both. So these guys need to come over here, do what they can, and then come over there, I think. Oh, there's the... Okay. I got eyes. Believe me, I do. Okay. So we'll have this guy shoot at him, because he's already got the promotions. So we know that he needs to hit non-barbarians. These guys can hit barbarians. Probably not going to one-shot a swordsman. So if we shoot from here and here, we have 9 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, should be good. So let's do that. We'll come up here. Oh, wait, can we reach that? Ah, we can't. Would we have been able to otherwise? No. So we didn't actually miss out there. But what we can do is... If we come over here, we kind of force him to be in here or back here, which seems good. So we'll do that. That's going to be a favorable exchange rate. Good deal. That works. So we can't get to this camp right away, but we might be able to get to that camp relatively soon. We just got to get in where we fit in over there. Oh, let's see. You're doing farms. You're doing farms. We got 2 workers done. You come down, do that hill there. You come up, do this farm here. Okay. Ooh, can that guy reach? Oh my goodness, look at that. Nice. Didn't kill him, but, okay. Maybe we capture him next turn? I don't know. We don't really need another ironclad. Alright. Mostly going well. This is raising, and we're coming up on the turn where we can buy a great general, or excuse me, a great engineer. And there's a Janissary. Interesting. Okay, so first and foremost, let us buy that great engineer. The only city that's following a religion is Hastings, so unfortunately it does have to be there, which means travel time of 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're up to 6 for embarked units now as England. So ideally 1, 2, step, and rush. We'll have Brandenburg Gate in 4 turns, assuming we can. We'll take the naval promotion. I'm glad to see this, because then we get to kill it. We'll move him. Can he move into friendly waters? He can. And this guy, he can't make it to Monaco in time. There's just no way. Maybe Cahokia, if Cahokia is building boats, and definitely down here. The point is he's got time before we join up with our scrap navy. So might as well use this time in friendly waters to heal. Ironclads want naval. So we have to get out of the city, because if it burns down or gets captured, we lose. Well, excuse me, if it gets burned down, he gets relocated, and we want to have control over where he gets relocated. So we'll bring him over here. He's going to be part of the Admiral party. Where did that privateer go? He's running away. Interesting. He will step out. He's going to be part of the Admiral party. This guy shoots the Janissary. What are we looking at? 50. So there's a chance we can 2-shot him. Otherwise, we 3-shot him. And we don't want to do it from the bay tile because of this crossbowman. It's not a 2-shot, so we got to bring one more in. Anything we can do to damage his army. Because with the Janissary here, it is actually possible he recaptures. Otherwise, it might have been better to just press on. As long as each of these has something to fire on every single turn, so we can get experience, you know, every single turn. Alright, we get to fill out Nottingham after chemistry, so that's a little bit better there. Horses. What kind of money do you have? Plenty, so let's try for that. 3, there's that. Good deal. Japan has denounced Greece, and we've addressed that. Okay, tech-wise, we're coming up into replaceable parts. It's a requisite for electronics and for plastics, so we just need that. We'll also be able to upgrade our land melee in the meantime, so that's also very good. And here we go. 3rd city dedicated to that. Well, 4th. No, that's right, because until we build Brandenburg Gate, London's in on the action too. Okay, quick reminder. It says 2nd place needs 350 hammers. This map started with 10 civs, so you multiply that by 10. That's 3,500. In order to guarantee 1st place, you need half of that. So we're looking at 1,750. We have 500. The rate was slow before we jumped in, so I think we're on track for that. And even if we come in a little shy, the remainder is going to be divvied up among all other civs. Yes, it is true that India doesn't exist right now, and Ethiopia and Songhai are heavily neutered, so we don't expect them to be heavy contributors. But even just knowing that Greece and the Aztecs are probably the highest production, and it's going to be split between them, is all we really need to know, that we're probably safe. So I would say everything's going very well. This boat could bother with being healed. This boat could bother with being healed. But that's it. So maybe it's just a little too early for a party. Let's figure out where that privateer went and go from there. Let's see. So we wrap around. Who's the 2-shotter? He is, but we don't want to overextend him. So we'll have him just come here. I'm hoping to find visibility on where the privateer went so that we can keep our boats safe. Looks like we got 3 that can wrap around. He can go all the way to here, hit the city tile. He can come down to... I'm trying to get further and further visibility with every one we do. Here. There's the privateer. Okay, that's what we wanted to see. Oh, I put him in bombard range. I did not mean to do that. Crap. Oh, luckily we're planning on having an admiral party anyways. So... it'll be the logistics of trying to get everybody hooked up, or gathered, I should say. But it should be fine. We could have him come all the way to here. Don't want to be privateer versus privateer, but we can manage no matter what. So let's just bring the admiral here. Alright, the logistics of that is going to be a little... Yeah, let's back up a little. That seems better. Yeah, the logistics are going to be somewhat problematic, but... Alright, we can reach here, which gives us visibility and gives us a safe way to enter the water. Alright, he needs to be hitting non-barbarians, so let's come up here, go like that. These guys, let's see, we can reach from here, and we can reach from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to bring him over here. We don't want the ironclad occupying this tile. We want his Galeas to have a reason to come out. So I'm going to hit with that first. And unfortunately, can I get him out of there? I can. Let's do that because I want to be able to get 2 shots in. Okay, so bringing in the... Oh, good. I wanted to make sure we had XP for all. So in retrospect, I should have kept the Admiral out so that the ironclad wouldn't hit as hard and I would be guaranteed the extra shot. Gatling gun is no longer on alert because he saw somebody. That's okay. Finish up that farm. Start on that farm. And hop on that hill. Okay, so they have officially fallen. Okay. Well, we have to hope that his next target's going to be down here. He seems to be going to easy targets. He doesn't seem to be worried about wiping people out. But it won't even matter. We have a great scientist coming up in 3 turns. We will ball replaceable parts. We'll have Great War Infantry. Oh, we get more movement. Far out. That's even better. What a fantastic note to end on. Alright, so this city's burning to the ground. He cannot recapture it. We got lots of targets. All these guys will get XP along their way. This thing is going to resolve itself in a way that even if we don't capture this, we're going to have enough badly damaged units that it's time to have an Admiral party down here. I think we are on track. I do want to get this other Admiral down in the south as quickly as possible, though, so that he can maybe contribute to that. We don't know what this looks like, but we do see a choke point here. So I do think the Scrap Navy should organize and focus down here as soon as possible, because once we know that we can safely join our 2 navies, that'll be a good point for the Scrap Navy to disperse and bolster both Lisbon and especially Beijing. This is another reason we want to bulb the scientists. We got to get all of our riflemen upgraded just to add a disincentive for people attacking us in our weaker areas. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Please keep leaving those tips. I do record these a little bit in advance, but I'm learning a lot about naval warfare, and I'm having a ball considering where we started. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.